Do photography right. Don't buy a DSLR until you're ready. Aperture, shutter speed, and ISO. The three critical parts of photography. You have to master this before you move on to digital. The best way to learn is to shoot film. Film will teach you to be deliberate with each shot, forcing you to manually combine aperture, shutter speed, and ISO for that perfect shot. Auto is not allowed. And every shot will mean more. You only have 24 or 36 chances depending on the roll of film. Every shot will be your best effort, your attempt at perfection. Make every shot count. You don't have many chances. Now here's what you need to get started. 1. The film. For film, I recommend the Ilford HP5 ISO 400 film. You have 36 exposures and you can buy 10 of them for $57 on Amazon. It is a great black and white film that isn't too grainy and it is readily available. The camera. For the camera, I recommend a Pentax K1000 or Olympus OM1. They are mostly mechanical cameras. The only electronic component is the light meter, which does require a battery. A light meter tells you if your shot will be overexposed, just perfect, or underexposed. For these cameras, a light meter will be a needle in the viewfinder. It will move up and down depending on the lighting of the scene, telling you if your shot is underexposed or overexposed. You can find these cameras on eBay or at the local camera shop for about $100. But here are some things to look for. These cameras come with the 50mm lens. Work the aperture ring to make sure you can smoothly cycle the ring. Check the lens for dust, haze, and mold. A little bit of dust will not affect the quality of your photo. Now for the body. Check the seals. If your camera does not have a proper seal, you will see vertical streaks on your pictures. If you open a camera and pieces of foam fall out, it is likely that the light seals have rotted away. Check the battery port for corrosion. The camera will work without a battery, but the battery is needed to power the light meter. You can still use the camera without a light meter, but it is just nice to have a light meter to help you capture that perfect shot. Now with the camera open, wind the camera and hit the shutter release button. Check to make sure that the shutter actually works. Also look to the viewfinder to check for haze. It's just annoying to have a hazy viewfinder when taking a photo. The third thing you need is a notebook and pen. Write down your settings for each shot you take so that when you get your film developed, you can see what settings worked and what settings didn't. And finally, set aside about $100 for developing fees and you're set. You will enjoy every shot you take with your new film camera and be excited when you get your first roll of film developed. And when you do finally transition to digital, you will find it to be so much easier to create that perfect composition, putting yourself ahead of your fellow photographers.